Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the important concept of chemical bonding, that is dipole moment. So dipole moment is very important topic of this chapter, chemical bond. Okay. See here. So what is dipole moment? This mu. Mu indicates what now? Mu. Mu. Mu indicates what? Dipole moment. So it is like this. So it indicates what? Dipole moment. Dipole moment is represented by the symbol mu. Mu is equal to the product of electric charge and bond length. The product of electric charge and bond length is called what now? Dipole moment. Imagine one molecule AB. In this AB molecule, delta positive charge on A atom, delta minus on B atom. Is that clear? So a delta positive on A atom, delta negative on B atom. So plus 1, minus 1 it takes suppose. Otherwise directly take here plus 1, minus 1. Now here, what is charge of this A? 1. Okay, what is charge of B? 1. The magnitude of charge is what? 1 only here, both cases. So the magnitude of electric charge, the magnitude of electric charge on any one atom into the bond length. This length between two atoms is called what? Bond length. So bond length into the electric charge. The electric charge on any one atom into the bond length, the distance between two atoms is called what now here? Dipole moment, mu. So this mu is equal to what now? Mu is equal to Q into D. This Q indicates what? Electric charge. Q indicates what? Electric charge. So Q into D. D is what now? Distance between two ions or two atoms. Okay. The electric charge into distance is called dipole moment. Dipole moment is represented by what? Mu. Is that clear? As Q is in the order of what? 10 power minus 10 ESU. What is charge of electron now? Charge of electron. Charge of electron in ESU. The Q is what? Charge of electron is equal to 4.8 or minus 4.8 into 10 to the power of minus 10 ESU. 10 to the power of minus 10 ESU we take here. ESU indicates, represents what now? Electrostatic unit. Electrostatic unit, ESU. So minus 4.8 into 10 power minus 10 ESU. So now charge is in the order of what now? 10 power minus 10 ESU. 10 power minus 10 ESU. So as the Q means what now? Charge. The electric charge is in the order of 10 power minus 10 ESU. And D is what now? Distance. D is in the order of what? 10 power minus 8 centimeters. 10 power minus 8 centimeters is equal to 1 angstrom. 1 angstrom. 1 angstrom unit is equal to what now? 10 power minus 8 centimeters. 1 angstrom unit is equal to 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters. Okay. Mu is in the order of 10 power minus 18 ESU centimeters. Now here 10 power minus 10 is what now? The order of charge. Okay, 10 power minus 10 ESU. 10 power minus 10 ESU is what now here? The charge into what is distance here? 10 power minus 8 centimeters. Here ESU, here centimeters. So 10 power minus 10 into 10 power minus 8, how much? 10 power minus 18 ESU into centimeters. So here 10 power minus 18 ESU centimeters. Is that clear? So mu is equal to what? Charge into distance. The charge is taken in ESU and distance is taken in centimeters. Okay, centimeter is CGS unit of bond length, you know, and ESU is what? CGS unit of electric charge. Now, dipole moment is measured in which units now? dBi. dBi is what now? General unit of dipole moment. What is dBi here? General unit. General unit of what? Dipole moment. What are the general units of dipole moment? dBi units. dBi units. Capital D indicates dBi. And normally we use what? ESU into centimeters in CGS system. If you take MKS system, coulomb into meter we take. Coulomb is the MKS unit of electric charge. Meter is the MKS unit of bond length. There we take coulomb into meter. Otherwise, here in CGS we take ESU into centimeters. Generally, we take what D by units. 1 D by 1 D means 1 D by unit is equal to 10 to the power of minus 18 ESU into centimeters. ESU into centimeters. Okay, ESU centimeters meaning what? ESU into centimeters. That equals to 1 D by is also equal to 3.33. 3.33 into 10 power minus 30 Coulomb meter. Coulomb into meter. A Coulomb meter, how to represent? Capital C Coulomb, small m meters. Capital C Coulomb, small m is what? No, meter. Coulomb meter. Capital C small m indicates what? Coulomb meter. Coulomb is what? No, MKS unit of electric charge. Meter is the MKS unit of distance. Distance means bond length here. So Coulomb into meter, cm. Generally, centimeters means what? Centimeter, small m, small c. Both letters will be small only. Small c, small m is what? Centimeter. Capital C, small m, how to read? Coulomb meter. Coulomb meter. Okay. Now see here. 1 dB is equal to how many? ESU centimeters in CGS system? 10 power minus 18 ESU centimeters. And 1 dB is equal to how many Coulomb meters? 3.33 into 10 power minus 30 Coulomb meter. So this way we have to understand the CGS unit of dipole moment, MKS unit of dipole moment. Let's take the screenshot of this one. Now see here. Now 1 dB, 1 D means what now here? 1 dB. 1 dB unit is equal to what now here? 10 power minus 8 ESC centimeters. This ESC centimeter is what now here? CGS unit of dipole moment. CGS unit of dipole moment is what? ESU centimeters. And what is Coulomb meter? What is Coulomb meter? How to represent this one? Capital C, small m I told now. Now Coulomb meter is what now here? MKS unit. MKS unit of what? Dipole moment. For dipole moment, what is MKS unit? Coulomb meter. What is CGS unit? ESU centimeters. Remember. Is that clear now? So it's about what now here? The dipole moment. So dipole moment is equal to the product of electric charge, dipole moment, is equal to what now? The product of electric charge and bond length. Is that clear now concept? Example, you take HCl. A partial positive charge on H, partial negative charge on Cl. Now between the two atoms, the distance is called what now? Bond length. Is that clear? Yeah. So take the screenshot of this. MKS unit of dipole moment, CGS unit of dipole moment, both are important. Next, here. Now different molecules given here, different molecules and their percentage of ionic character. How much percentage of ionic character in these molecules? Now these all molecules are what now here? Polar, covalent molecules. What are these here? Polar, covalent molecules. Why here? Between H and I, covalent bond is there. Here hydrogen has a partial positive charge on it. Iodine has partial negative charge on it. As positive pole and negative pole are present here, positive pole and negative pole there, it is called polar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond. And this molecule is called what now? Polar covalent molecule. So how many polar covalent molecules we have taken? Hydrogen iodide, hydrogen bromide, hydrogen chloride, hydrogen fluoride. And any covalent molecule is not 100% covalent. There will be some percentage of ionic character. There will be some percentage of ionic character in polar covalent molecules. Now here percentage of ionic character is what? 7% in Hi, 12.9% in HBr, 17.2% in HCl, 43% in HF. Now here HF has what? More percentage of ionic character. Now HF is having what? More ionic character. More ionic character in it. Why ionic character of HF is greater here? Because of more difference in electronegativity. What is electronegativity of fluorine? 4. Electronegativity of hydrogen? 2.1. Electronegativity of hydrogen how much? 2.1. Electronegativity of fluorine? 4. Difference how much here? Difference is more. Greater the difference in electronegativity, less will be what is covalent character. More will be ionic character. Here you see hydrogen has 2.1 electronegativity. Chlorine has 3. Now 3 minus 2.1 electronegativity difference. Here 4 minus 2.1 electronegativity difference. Now more electronegativity difference, more percentage of ionic character. Is that clear? So here why ionic character? Ionic character depends on what? This percentage of ionic character depends on chi A minus chi B value. Depends on this ionic character depends on chi A minus chi B value. Yes, chi indicates what? Chi indicates what? Electronegativity. Electronegativity. So electronegativity of the element is given by generally chi. Chi A means what? For atom A and atom B. If you take Hi, here Hb. That is what atom A, atom B. The electronegativity of element A minus electronegativity of element B. This difference is what now is used. Difference is used in for calculation of percentage of what? Ionic character. Is that clear, ma? So chi indicates what here? Electronegativity of the element. Electronegativity of the element. Is that clear? Now, if more difference in electronegativity is there, more will be percentage of ionic character. So chi A minus chi B value how much here? 0.4, here 0.7, 0.9, 1.9. So more difference in electronegativity, greater will be percentage of ionic character. Is that clear, ma? Next. Now you see dipole moment values observed here 0.39 D. D means divide. A dipole moment is given by which symbol? Mu. Dipole moment mu is what? 0.38 dBi units for Hi and 0.78 dBi for HBr. 1.03 dBi for HCl. 1.92 dBi units for HF. Now, why dipole moment of HF is greater here? Because of more difference in electronegativities. More difference in electronegativity indicates what? More dipole moment. More dipole moment. Here, chi indicates what now here? Electronegativity. Or we can read X also. Xa minus Xb. X is what now? Electronegativity. Generally, chi we take. Okay. So, more difference in electronegativity, more percentage of ionic character, and also greater value of dipole moment. More difference in electronegativity will give more percentage of ionic character and also greater value of what? Dipole moment. Dipole moment. Is that clear? So it's about what now here? Dipole moment of different molecules. Let's take the screenshot of this one. You know, see here. Now for Hi molecule, how much is there here? 0.38 divide. That means what now? Mu is equal to 0.38 into 1 divide how many ESU centimeters into 10 power minus 18 ESU centimeters. ESU centimeters. Is that clear, ma? The same thing how to write now in coulomb meter? 0.38 divide means what? 0.38 into 3.33 into 10 power minus 30 coulomb meter. Coulomb meter. So in MKS system we can write, or in CGS system we can write. So 1 dBi, in place of 1 dBi, we have to always recall like this. So 1 dBi is equal to how many ESU centimeters? 10 power minus 18 ESU centimeters. 1 dBi is equal to how many coulomb meters? 3.33 into 10 to the power of minus 30 coulomb meters. So like this, first we have to write what now? In ESU centimeters, otherwise coulomb meters. The concept clear? So it's about what now here? Now here see, from this chi A minus chi B, how to take? Actually this one chi A like this, chi. Okay, the chi A minus chi B will be used to calculate percentage of ionic character, right or no? So now here, percentage of ionic character, is equal to, formula what now? 16 of chi A minus chi B plus 3.5 of Chi A minus Chi B whole square. Chi A minus Chi B whole square. Is that clear, ma? So a percentage of ionic character is equal to 16 of Chi A minus Chi B plus 3.5 of Chi A minus Chi B whole square. So this Chi A minus Chi B value we have to substitute here. Then we get what percentage of ionic character. Is that clear, ma? So it's about what now here? The calculation of the percentage of ionic character in the given covalent molecule. So percentage of ionic character in covalent molecule. Covalent molecule. So this is important formula to remember. Okay. Let's take the screenshot of this one. The next one. Now it is what CO2 molecule. Which molecule? CO2 molecule, carbon dioxide molecule. In this carbon dioxide, which is having less electronegativity, carbon. Whichever is having less electronegativity will form the central atom. Okay, or whichever forms the more number of bonds. The atom in the molecule which forms more number of bonds than the other atom will be generally forming what? The central atom. Less electronegative atom is central atom. A carbon is less electronegative than oxygen. So C is central atom. A C double bond O, C double bond O. Now this symbol, the mu, that is dipole moment is represented by which symbol? Crossed arrow. This is crossed arrow. Okay, crossed arrow. This crossed arrow indicates what, man? Dipole moment. So the dipole moment is represented by which symbol? This crossed arrow. Crossed arrow. Now here it is what now? More electronegative element. More electronegative element. The head of the arrow will be towards more electronegative elements, and the crossed tail will be towards what now? Less electronegative element. Towards the less electronegative atom, this what should be there? Tail should be there. The head of this arrow should be towards more electronegative element. See now, it is more electronegative than carbon. Oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. That's why the head of the arrow is towards what now here? Towards more electronegative oxygen. It is what now here? Crossed arrow. What is this called? Crossed arrow. This crossed arrow indicates what? Electronegativity. Dipole moment. Is the concept in? So like this here, it is one bond moment. It is one bond moment. For this double bond, this is bond moment. For this double bond also, this is bond moment. Now here, what is happening? This bond moment cancels what? This bond moment. This bond moment, CO double bond moment, and this C double bond O bond moment. These two get cancelled. Both the bond moments get cancelled. Okay, both get cancelled, and what happens now? Mu is equal to 0. Mu is equal to 0 means what? Dipole moment of the CO2 molecule is 0. When dipole moment is 0, okay, what we have to understand here, the bond moment of one bond is cancelling what? The effect of the bond moment of the other. So it is what now? CO2 bond. Next, another example is what now? Boron trifluoride molecule. Boron trifluoride molecule. So this boron trifluoride molecule has how many boron fluorine bonds? 3 bonds. It is boron fluorine bond, boron fluorine, boron fluorine. So 3 bonds are there here. Now in each bond here, in boron fluorine bond, which is more electronegative element? Fluorine. Fluorine is more electronegative than boron. That's why here the head of the arrow is towards what now? Fluorine. So it is a crossed arrow. What is this? Crossed arrow. So in this crossed arrow, the head is towards what? Pointed towards what? More electronegative element. And the crossed tail is towards what? Less electronegative element. Why boron is central atom here? Again, the boron is less electronegative than fluorine. That's why boron is central atom. And the central boron is forming 3 bonds around it, but each fluorine forms only 1 bond. And already I told you that the fluorine atoms and hydrogen atoms, can never form the central atom. Because of very small sized atoms, the fluorine atoms and hydrogen atoms will never form central atoms. So here boron is central atom, and how many covalent bonds are there? 3 covalent bonds. Each covalent bond is polar covalent bond or non-polar covalent bond? Polar covalent bond. Why it is polar covalent bond? Why it is polar covalent bond? Because here negative pole on this fluorine, positive pole on this boron. Boron has delta plus, fluorine has delta minus. That's why here this is having positive or negative poles now. That's why this is polar covalent bond. What is this? Polar covalent bond. Now in each polar covalent bond, the dipole moment is towards what? Now fluorine. That means what now here? This is bond moment, dipole moment, bond moment of this polar covalent bond. That is how many bond moments here? 3 bond moments, right now. Now here, because of this bond moment and this bond moment, the effective bond moment will be downwards here. This effective bond moment is downwards due to what? How many boron fluorine bonds? Due to these two bonds. Due to these two bonds, the effective or net, we say NET net, the net dipole moment of these two bonds will be downwards. Now this bond moment and this bond moment will get cancelled. This bond moment of these two bonds and what? This bond moment of this upper bond. These two bond moments cancel each other. And again what now? Mu is equal to 0 here. Mu is what now? Dipole moment. Dipole moment is equal to 0 here. Is that clear? Next. Now example is what now? CH4 molecule. CH4 is what? Methane. CH4 molecule is what? Methane molecule. In methane, which is central atom here? Carbon. Why? Less electronegative element, or carbon atom which forms more number of bonds. Now, carbon is forming 4 bonds around it. Hydrogen is forming 1 bond. And hydrogen can never form central atom because of very small size atom. That's why carbon is central atom here. Carbon is central atom. Is the concept clear? Now here CH, how many CH bonds here? How many CH bonds? Totally 4 CH bonds. Now here the hydrogen has electronegativity 2.1. Electronegativity of hydrogen 2.1. And electronegativity of carbon is 2.5. 2.5. Which is more electronegative? Carbon. Carbon is slightly more electronegative than what? Hydrogen. Now here the bond moment towards it should be towards what now? Carbon. The bond moment is towards what? Carbon. The head of the arrow, crossed arrow is towards carbon. Now in all these cases, 4 bonds, the bond moment is towards carbon. Is that clear now? So here also now here, by these three bond moments, it is net dipole moment. The net bond moment due to these 3 bonds. Due to these 3 bonds, the net is upwards like this. Here upwards, downwards it is there. Now this bond moment will get cancelled again. This bond moment due to these 3 bonds, the bond moment due to the 3 bonds here, and this bond moment will get cancelled. Again, mu is equal to what now here? 0. Mu is equal to 0. Dipole moment value is equal to 0. Now for these 3 molecules, the dipole moment is 0. Okay. So this type of molecules are non-planar molecules. Means what here? Planar, non-planar. It is non-planar molecule. These 2 are planar molecules. Okay. Here dipole moment is what now? 0. Dipole moment is 0. We have to say. Let's take the screenshot of this now. Now see. Now in other cases now see. In this case it is H2O. What is? First example is what now? H2O, water. In H2O, what is central atom? Oxygen. Now hydrogen atoms are surrounding atoms, terminal atoms. Terminal atoms are surrounding atoms, hydrogen, and central atom is what? Oxygen here. Now this OH bond, if you consider, which is more electronegative atom? Oxygen. That's why the bond moment is towards what now? O. So it's what now here? Dipole moment. The dipole moment, this bond moment is towards what? Oxygen. Here also bond moment is towards what? Oxygen. Both cases. Okay. Now here, this oxygen has how many lone pairs? I told you 2 lone pairs. In H2O molecule, in H2O molecule, the central oxygen atom has how many lone pairs? 2 lone pairs. It is one lone pair. It is one lone pair. Now, because of these 2 lone pairs, it is what now here dipole moment. What is dipole moment? The dipole moment is due to what now? Electron pair. It is not bond moment. It is not the bond moment. It is what now? The dipole moment due to what? 2 lone pairs. Because of these 2 lone pairs, upwards some bond movement will be there. Is that clear? Now these 2 lone pairs are ready to form what? Dative bonds, na? These 2 lone pairs are ready to form dative bonds. That's why upwards some bond movement is available here. Okay. Now because of these two, the net dipole moment is what? Net dipole moment is upwards. Because of this OH bond, the net dipole moment is upwards. Here, due to lone pairs also upwards. Now, any cancellation is possible here? No. Opposite directions not there. Both the bond moments, the bond moment due to lone pair and the bond moment due to OH bonds, both are in same direction. That's why cancellation not possible here. Cancellation of the bond moments not possible. That's why the water has dipole moment of what? 1.84 divide. 1.84 divide is equal to what? 1.84 into 10 to the power of minus 18. 10 to the power of minus 18 ESU centimeters. ESU centimeters. Is that clear, ma? So yeah, 1.84 divide. 1.84 divide is what dipole moment of water. Is the concept clear? So it is a dipole moment of the water. Why it is not 0 here? Here mu is for this water, mu is not equal to 0. Okay, mu is not equal to 0. Mu is not equal to 0 means polar molecule, non-polar molecule, polar molecule we have to say. What we have to say? As mu is not equal to 0, we have to say polar molecule. And in previous cases, what now? In previous cases, if mu is equal to 0, if mu equals to 0, that molecule will be called what now here? Non-polar molecule. Non-polar molecule. Why the molecule is called non-polar molecule here? Because the net dipole moment, the overall dipole moment of the molecule is what? 0. That's why the non-polar molecule we have to say. CO2 molecule, BF3 molecule, CH4 molecule. All these 3 are what? Non-polar molecules. Non-polar molecules. Examples what here? CO2, what we have taken? BF3 and CH4. Why these 3 molecules are non-polar molecules? Because of 0 dipole moment. Is the concept clear? In this case, why it is polar molecule? Because the dipole moment is not equal to 0. Some dipole moment value is there. That's why it is non-zero. Dipole moment is non-zero. Therefore, the H2O molecule is polar molecule. Therefore, water is called what now? Polar solvent. Is it polar solvent, non-polar solvent? Polar solvent. Because this water solvent has what? Polar molecules. Therefore, polar solvent we use the word. Next, one more is what now here? Sulfur dioxide. Another example is what? Sulfur dioxide. SO2. SO2 is what? Sulfur dioxide. Now, in this case, now what is there between sulfur and oxygen? Here it is double bond. What is here? Double bond is there. Here one double bond is there. Okay. Here one dative bond is there. What is that, ma'am? Dative bond. Okay. One dative bond is there. One double bond is there. It is like this. Sulfur forms double bond with oxygen, dative bond with oxygen. Now, sulfur belongs to 16th group, right? 16th group element has how many valence electrons? 6 valence electrons. Out of 6 valence electrons, the sulfur has given 1 electron here, 1 electron here, 2 electrons here, 2 electrons here. Dative bond formation. The dative bond formation, the sulfur gives what? 2 electrons here for this formation. And here 1 electron given in each bond. Now totally sulfur has contributed how many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4 completed. Now 5th electron is there still. 5th electron is present here. This 5th electron will be having some bond moment. The 6th electron, another electron pair will be having what? Another electron pair will be having what? Lone pair is having what? Some bond moment. Bond moment. Between sulfur and oxygen, which is more electronegative? Oxygen is more electronegative. That's why it is what now dipole moment. This crossed arrow indicates what? Crossed arrow indicates what? Dipole moment. Is that clear? Here also between S and O, which is more electronegative? Oxygen. Therefore, again crossed arrow. Crossed arrow indicates what? Dipole moment. And this normal arrow indicates what? Dative bond. What is this? Dative bond, and it is double bond. Is that clear, ma? So it is what now here SO2 molecule. What is this? SO2 molecule. No cancellation here. Because of these two bonds, net dipole moment downwards. Because of the two bonds, the net dipole moment downwards. And here it is the lone pair. Now exactly these two are not cancelling here. Exactly this bond not getting cancelled. That's why we take what now here sulfur dioxide as what now? Non-polar or polar. Yeah, mu is not equal to 0 now. Mu is not equal to 0 means what? Polar molecule. What is polar molecule? Why it is not 0? Because this bond moment and this bond moment not cancelling each other. As they are not cancelling each other, mu is not equal to 0. And the observed mu value of the sulfur dioxide is what now? Theoretical value how much? 1.6 divided 1.6 divided. Here I have taken bond moment of lone pair upwards. Here it is taken downwards. That's all. Take the screenshot now. Next, this one what now here? Methyl chloride. Methyl chloride formula what? CH3Cl. Methyl. Methyl group is what now? CH3 group. Methyl is what? CH3 chloride Cl. So CH3Cl. Here how many CH bonds? 3. How many CCl bonds? 1. 1 CCl bond is there. 1 CCl bond and 3 CH bonds. But between carbon and Cl, now Cl electronegativity 3. Carbon electronegativity 2.5. Which is more electronegative atom here? Chlorine. That's why the bond moment, the dipole moment is towards what now here? Chlorine. Towards the chlorine in the CCl bond. Now CH bond, if we take CH bond here, carbon 2.5 and hydrogen, how much I told? 2.1. Electronegativity of hydrogen 2.1, carbon 2.5. Slightly which is greater, ma? Electronegativity greater for carbon. That's why here the bond moment is towards what now here? Towards what? Carbon. Towards the carbon, what is there? Bond moment. The bond moment is towards what now? Carbon. That is in the 3 bonds here. Bond moment is towards what? Carbon. The 3 CH bonds, the bond moment is towards the carbon here. Is the concept clear, ma? Here also, these are CH bonds. This is CCl bond. So the bond moment of CH bonds and CCl bond can never be cancelled. They cannot be cancelling each other. That's why methyl chloride has how much here? Dipole moment value 1.86 divide. 1.86 divide is what now? Dipole moment of methyl chloride. Methyl chloride. Next, ammonia. Ammonia formula NH3. How many NH bonds? 3 NH bonds. In case of nitrogen, electronegativity 3 and hydrogen 2.1. Which is more electronegative? Nitrogen. Though nitrogen is more electronegative, why it is forming central atom? Because the hydrogen atoms can never form central atoms because of very small size. That's why hydrogen always must be terminal atoms, surrounding atoms. Now central atom is what? Nitrogen. Now in this NH bond, which is more electronegative? Nitrogen. Therefore, the bond moment towards what? Now nitrogen. Here bond moment towards nitrogen. Bond moment nitrogen. The bond moments should be always towards what? Nitrogen. How many NH covalent bonds there? 3 covalent bonds. Now each covalent bond is what now? Polar, non-polar. Yeah, between 2 different atoms now this bond. The covalent bond is between 2 different atoms. So this bond must be what? Polar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond. How many polar covalent bonds here? 3 bonds in this NH3 molecule. Next. Now nitrogen has one lone pair. Na? Nitrogen has how many lone pairs in ammonia? One lone pair. This lone pair also has some bond moment. This is bond moment due to what? Lone pair. So this lone pair bond moment and NH bonds bond moment will not be cancelled completely. Will not be cancel it completely. That's why here mu is not equal to 0. Mu is not equal to 0 means which molecule? Polar molecule. Polar molecule. When dipole moment is non-zero, the molecule is what? Polar molecule. How much is observed for the ammonia? The theoretical value of ammonia dipole moment is what? Mu is equal to 1.46 divide. Take the screenshot of this one. So it is also here more dipole moment is there now here. Among these here 1.84, 1.86, 1.60, 1.46. So which is most polar here? Most polar molecule. Most polar molecule due to what? Due to greater due to greater mu. Mu means what now here? Dipole moment. As the dipole moment value is greater for the methyl chloride, it will be most polar in nature. Among the given four here, which is most polar? Which is most polar molecule here? Methyl chloride. The reason what? Because of greater value of dipole moment. I take the screenshot once. Next, calculation of resultant bond moments.